Hey everybody, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. Okay, activators. Hey. Okay, hunters wanting to be an activator. Just some thoughts thinking back over my tenure of time when I first started and watching some of the posts on the Funny Book page about antennas setup and about antenna takedown. What does that have to do with you? Well, there's nothing worse than not having a checklist and driving 85 miles one way to go to a park and reach in the vehicle, and there comes that Murphy's Law or oops moment. I put the antenna in, but I forgot the bag. Oh, I put the antenna in, but I forgot the coax. Oh, I put the antenna in, but I forgot the radials. And it's going to happen. But needless to say, where we're going with this is when you're thinking about going out and activating a park, practice, and here's the dirty little word, practice setting up your system, whatever you're going to use. Okay? Whatever you're going to use out in the field of the unknown, because you don't know if you have good high trees, you don't know if the ground is full of rocks. But practice at your residence, practice in your neighbor's tree, go to a public park and just sit somewhere and practice setting up your system. Now, what I'm going to say may make it sound like a race, but it isn't. But when you get started, write the time down on a piece of paper and then just go ahead and do normal time. Do not race. You're not getting paid to race. You're not getting paid at all except by contacts. But see how long it takes you to set up your antennas. If you have radials, how long it takes you to set those up. That setup time also includes checking the SWR, standing wave ratio. After a while, you'll become very proficient setting up your system, especially under various conditions. If you're setting up a vertical, do you use Faraday cloth? Are you using a grill for a ground plane and a mag mount with Faraday cloth? Are you using radials? Are you running 50 feet of coax or 100 feet of coax? All that equipment needs to be checked out, and you need to practice setting it up. Now, if you're going to go up into a tree, I won't deny I said this, but I never asked permission to put an antenna up in a tree. Okay, because that invites money transfers and permits and things like that. What, from myself, this is not you, I'm just sharing what I did. I'm not implying you to do the same, but I just put the antenna up on the tree. And I use a fishing pole. So if a ranger comes by and I'm in a place where they ain't got a fishing pond, it's going to look a little out of place, but I take a fishing pole with 3 ounces of weight. I use 20-pound test. I throw my line up, over, it comes down. I hook my paracord to it, bring it back up and over and down to connect my end-fed antenna. That's how I do it. Very simple. If you're running a vertical, then what I just talked about doesn't make sense. But if you're using a tripod, you know how to set that up. If you're using elevator radials, you know what you have to tap in the ground and how far away. Practice at your house. Go to a local park. It doesn't have to be a POTA park. Just go to a local park. Practice setting it up. One of the things you'll find doing such is that it'll give you some confidence. Confidence in what you have. And again, everything should be there, so you should not have an oops moment by leaving something behind. While you're writing that little checklist, put you a notepad, I'll say it again, just in case, a notepad, so when your battery fails on your device or your battery fails on your phone, you don't have to end the activation because you can't see it pop up on the screen. Write it down on paper and figure it out afterwards, but while you're there, still have fun. Now, part of timing yourself is to get the system set up. And any obstacles or issues, you're going to note them right away. There's also the breakdown time. Now, don't become an activator who literally just wraps the wire up in a big old bundle and you say, I'll figure it out next time. Now, take the time to wrap your coax properly. If you're running an NFED, take the time to wrap it around the winder properly. If you're running radials, take the time to wrap them around properly. Again, this is to help you, and this is time that you're spending out there at that activation. So to justify your travel to and from and up and down, you've got a minimum of an hour's worth of your time, whether you realize it or not, and you haven't got on the air yet, so to speak. That's time that's going to be spent there. And this is what we want to share with you. If you're going to go out, make you a checklist. If you have a go bag, make sure everything fits in it. If you're using Pelican cases, make sure you have everything that you want. An extra pocket knife, an extra pair of pliers, an extra Phillips, and an extra flathead screwdriver just in case. Now, if you're hiking in, don't take what I suggest because you're going to go lightweight. 2 is 1, 1 is none. I carry 2. I actually carry 3 NFED antennas. I got a brand new one since Chris is in the process of moving and so forth. I made sure I had a backup of a backup. So I carry 3. I carry 3 batteries with me when I go out too. No, you don't have to do that. You can carry a 50 amp or a 30 amp battery and do just fine. My 20 amp battery will run me at least 300 contacts. That's just a relative number, and that's at 80 watts. So if you're going to run a 20 amp battery at 40 watts, you got 6 hours approximately of time. So keep it in the back of your head. 2 is 1, 1 is none. I have 2 extra antennas. I have extra batteries because I drive an hour minimum to 90% of the parks that I go to. Once you feel comfortable putting that antenna up and taking it down, you're going to feel much more comfortable wherever you go to activate. It's not going to be a fear. Make sure if you have portable table that everything is working right. If you have collapsible chairs, everything is working right. And that's pretty much it. Wanted to share that with you because we want you out there activating if you have a desire to go out. We don't want you to be afraid when you go out, like, what am I supposed to take? Make a checklist. All of us are different. I don't use a tuner. I don't use additional patch cords But if you're going to be using a tuner, you're going to use this type of antenna. Do you have what you need? Do you have a spare microphone or a spare CW key? Just something to keep in the back of your head. You are the creator of your own go bag. And as you become seasoned, you will speed up your time. And there's several folks that run the Eagle, and in 6 minutes from the time they park their vehicle where they're at, they're on the air, because mostly what they're doing is unwinding the coax, the counterpose, and tying off to one end somewhere there, and they're done. But we all have different ways of doing it. This is just a gentleman's way of doing it, and you can do it whatever way you would like. And that's why we share it. We want you to have fun. But if you can, just like the FAQ, take the time to practice reading it. Well, know your equipment. Write down what you're going to do until you got it down pat where you feel comfortable. Because once you feel comfortable doing that, you're going to go out and have a blast. And if it's wintertime, take you a couple pool noodles and you cut them the length of your passenger window, and you slit it down the side so that you can run your coax through the top of your window and put that noodle there to break a lot of the wind away and or moisture, snow or something, and run your coax into your transceiver. That's just a little helpful hint. If you want to use something to go up and over the tree, go get you a golf ball and drill a tiny hole and put an eyelet, a little eyelet in there. Screw it in as tight as you can get it all the way into the core. Then when you run your fishing line through it, up and over, there should be close to 3.5 ounces, and your ball will come back down a lot smoother. Whatever works for you, feel free to share it with other people. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Just had a crazy thought about it today, and maybe this will benefit somebody. 73s.